I am very excited that we have a sour beer to try today.
I am as well, and I also enjoy that it is kind of building off of probably one of our favorite sours of all time in general, like one of our go-tos for sure.
Yeah,
I would say.
And it's scary that because it's a go-to that's the price is a little high for a go-to, in that it goes down so easily.
Yes,
it is that delicious and that tasty that you don't even realize yet. All of a sudden you're like, oh my God. I think because it's only 11.2 ounce bottle, right?
It is
smaller.
Yeah, it's a little.
And they're on the pricier side. So, but it's delicious.
As my friend always says, they're the sexy bottles because they're kind of like a little more like a little lightly curved. They're not generic. It's the sexy bottle. So we have a Flemish Red that is aged with cherries. For this, give it a shot. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith. And we are AboutBeverages.com. And the beverage that we're about today is the Duchesse Cherry from a brewery in Belgium.
There we go. I was like, oh my God, he's going to go for it.
No, because we didn't even test it out to see the pronunciation. And I would just... it's a very famous brewery because this is or at least the Duchesse is a very famous beer, especially among the sour beer lovers. And yeah, I'm not even going to try to pronounce it, but you'll see that in all the links that you'll find on our website, AboutBeverages.com, at our YouTube page. I'm sure there'll be ways to find that.
Definitely.
Which is YouTube/AboutBeverages. Yeah, and so I'm not even going to try.
I applaud you for thinking about going for it, and then that's like when you're rounding third, and you're like, "Should I go?"
Yeah,
nope. It's only one out. Like, we can get a base hit, and that's exactly what you said right there. Yeah, I got this a few weeks ago. I think I was aware of this beer, that this was like an alternate option, but I had never seen it available, and thankfully it was available at our local Tap and Bottle. And I was like, "Oh my God, I've got to get that!" And then, like I said, when I mentioned to you, you're like, "Yeah, we've got a podcast on this." So. Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, even the upper part, it's kind of like just a little bit more. It just has a nice little.
It definitely has a different look to it for sure.
Smoother look. Wow, you can.
The so-called sexy bottle.
The sexy bottle.
The sexy bottle.
That's right. As the Justin Timberlake is bringing these back.
Bringing the sexy bottle back?
Yeah, sexy bottle back.
I heard a little JT on the way over today. A little Crimea River.
Oh,
yes.
Was it like the there's like multiple versions of that where it's like this is the something like. Mix version,
it's the one
there's like a more poppy,
probably that one,
more poppy or mixed version of that.
The damage is done.
You can definitely tell the cherry influence in this one for sure,
because it usually has a much darker.
Yes,
it's
much more of a red wine vinegar kind of look to it. You can definitely the cherries are bringing the color up a little bit here. Yeah. This is still also like a lot of these beers, like when you use fruit, usually they kind of go lambic with these. But this one, they're still sticking with their classic Flemish Red, which is the barrel aging of 1 to 2 years of a couple different Flemish Reds that they have. And then I'm not sure if they say exactly how long they leave the cherries in here, but again, you can check out the link and find out that information to see how long they put those in there. But everything is completely done. Oh, 6 months. I just saw it out of the corner of my eye. Okay. 6 months they leave the cherries.
Well, our sources are telling us.
That's right.
6 months.
Wait, I've got a report.
We've got the brewery on the phone.
Okay, the information is in. 6 months on the cherries. Got it. All right.
I was thinking there'd be more cherry.
So I'm getting, I think maybe that little extra aging. It seems like there's a mellowing of normally what I would get out of the classic Duchesse that we all know and love. Right. There's like kind of a mellowing of that, more sharper vinegar note. And there is like a very light cherry fruit on the back, but it's not like beating me over the head or anything. It's a very well balanced, like I said, aroma.
It's
with the cherry being kind of a back note.
I was gonna say it's definitely on the end. I was expecting to like it to be much more in your face or at least more present, and then it wasn't. But then it is there definitely on the end.
Yeah. It still smells very nice. This one,
you got the classic sort of Flemish Flanders red aromas going on there.
And at least by this aroma, if you were someone that is not normally used to having a sour beer, or maybe this, again, I still don't think this might be your first sour beer because it can be a little bit on the more strong side.
Yeah.
At least this aroma might be more welcoming than the other one.
Right.
Just because of the nature of that being a little more mellow. But let's see if maybe the flavor is not so mellow.
Right.
That is delicious.
That's really good.
Oh God,
gosh. Well, golly.
Well, shucks and darn it. That is just tasty.
But that's the scary thing about these beers is it could just literally be gone in like, if that bottle just in like maybe 3 tips of the bottle.
Yeah. I took actually like a pretty big sip. I took multiple sips there within one sip. Yeah. Like I was like, it is a much mellower version than the Duchesse. Like I said, I think you do get more cherry in the flavor.
Yes.
It's still lighter, but I think there is a nice, like once you get about halfway past, like across your palate on your tongue, that's kind of when you'll hit a little bit more of that, like, ooh, there's a little pop of like a fresh, like kind of Bing cherry or something like that. But yeah, that's delicious. The finish is perfect. Yeah, I pretty much probably could have drank that because the carbonation is not like super strong either. It's pretty nice. There is carbonation there, but it's pretty soft. They're comforting bubbles.
The sour, it's not as much as the back. It kind of comes back across your tongue. And that cherry is really, it's not, I like it because it's not overwhelming. Sometimes I've had, I think it was the New Belgium, the Transatlantic Creek and I was never a fan of that.
I would not either.
And I can't remember, it's been several years now. I can't remember why I didn't like that, but I just remember thinking, I don't need to buy that again. But this amount of cherries is very well balanced and very, very smooth and mouth watering and all kinds of great flavors going on in there. So what is the price on that guy?
It's literally the same amount as the normal Duchesse. Like
it's usually like
six something. Okay. Six and a quarter a bottle, something like that for an 11-ounce bottle.
Because say like the 4-pack, used to be, you could sometimes get it on sale if I had a coupon or something, but $24 to $25.
You used to be able to get the 4-pack for like 22, and then all of a sudden, like I was buying it every once in a while, getting a 4-pack because I really liked it. Like I said, my wife enjoyed it as well. And all of a sudden it like jumped up to like 26 or 27 and it turned into that like $6 to $6.50. And this is right in that range. So it's definitely not inexpensive, but I think it's kind of one of those, if you are looking for, the very definition of a very well-crafted sour style beer that I know is some Flemish Red, but in that category, this like really hits the mark because it's not too wild one way or the other, but definitely brings you all those flavors where, this is what you need to get used to if you're really going to like most sour beers is kind of in this ballpark. And this is very good. I would definitely get this one again to mix it up. Even though it's a little bit less,
there's a little something almost that's getting a little warmer. Is there a little funk? Not like bad, but a little something, there's a little layer of something else in there. I don't know if it's not funk, I guess, but there's just a little, there's an extra depth of some sort, but that's just a little too drinkable, actually, especially at that price.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem. Yeah, easily it could be. Yeah, you easily could have 1 or 2 of these and not have a problem. Yeah, and just all of a sudden you're like, oh my god, I just spent $15 on a beer, on 2 beers. Yeah, and then if you multiply it out, this is one of the ones where 2 of these barely makes a bomber style, but when you think about that, then maybe it's not as bad.
22 ounces,
23 ounces
for $12.
You're at like 19 or 20, but like that's kind of in the ballpark of what when you grab a bomber sometimes of more expensive barrel aged stuff. Yeah, it's in that range, and I don't think that's too expensive. It's just always shocking when you see the smaller bottle and you're hitting. Yeah, we've gotten weirdly used to, like, if you go back and listen to some of our much older podcasts, there's definitely somewhere like, this beer is almost $3.50, and we're
how dare they?
Yeah, and it's like, but then we now it's like we're like, it's $5, whatever. Yeah, like, it's like we don't.
That boundary gradually changed over the years. That was kind of a shock when we went back and we were like, oh my god, that's kind of funny,
chuckling at ourselves
considering what we pay now.
Yeah,
so
like for me, like that new range is like $5.50 to $6. Like that. It's kind of in that range where I started
for a 16-ounce can.
Yeah, and that's for 16. Exactly. Yeah. That's true.
Yep.
That is very true. But what has not changed is that for the last 12 years, you've been able to go to AboutBeverages.com and find all of our latest podcasts, videos, news and information on occasion when something really strikes us that we want to talk about.
Right.
You can find all of that at our website. If you only want the latest videos, we'd be happy and would love it if you would subscribe to us on YouTube. That is where you can also then get reminders as well when all of our new content goes live. You can get a little reminder that like, hey, they got a new podcast.
Here they are.
Hey, they are. They're right here. Come check us out. we would appreciate if you would do that. If you only want audio, which I totally understand, I get it. There's only so much you can do looking at these two guys. You're like, oh man.
And you shouldn't, while you're in the car, you don't want to be watching audio.
That too, specifically for car.
It's good,
or bicycle.
Right, walking, maybe.
Walking. Well, walking. You could
meditation. I don't know.
Meditate. Oh, I don't know if there's anything to meditate to. But yes, iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts. If you have a podcasting app that you like using, just search for About Beverages. You'll more than likely find us there, and we would appreciate it if you would subscribe. That would be great. I think that's it. There's some pillars we need to talk about.
3 pillars. The social media pillars.
Okay, go on.
Being Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, which is the one that we use most often. In fact, just used it just a little bit ago before we went live on twitch.tv/AboutBeverages, which is what we do most Thursday nights around 5:30 Pacific. Which now with the time change has changed a little bit for everybody except for us. It's the same time, but now it's a little bit different.
So now it's technically 4:30 Pacific.
Oh, that's right. 4:30 Pacific.
4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern.
5:30 Mountain, I guess, or whatever, wherever we are, Arizona time. So, but yeah, we will let you know when we're going live. We'll also let you know throughout the week what we might be drinking, what game Andrew might be playing, and also every once in a while there's a poll up there. We'll have listener polls for voting. That's that's how you can keep up to date on what's happening at AboutBeverages.com.
But as we always say, whether we like it or not,
you should give it a shot.